Jason Bermas here. I really hope that you guys got to see my appearance on the Alex Jones show today. I'm actually recording the backup of that right now, and I'm going to be putting it out on various platforms. But here's the thing, guys. There are certain platforms I just can't put that out on. It's just not in the rules anymore. And by the way, thumbs this up, subscribe, and share if you are new to the broadcast. I think I might get banned. So there might be a small portion of that I put up. But why did I choose the PostHuman World as a topic for today's conversation? Because when I was listening to Jones earlier in the day, I'd gotten a call and a text asking me if I could do the fourth hour. Obviously, I jump on the chance every single time I can to do that because it reaches a wide audience, okay? And there are still a lot of people, I believe, that watch Alex Jones that are not necessarily of the conservative nature on top of that. But you do have a lot of mainline conservatives and, quite frankly, digital influencers, whatever you want to call them, also watching that show and listening to that broadcast. And if you can catch their ear about a topic like the one we talked about today, which is of great importance because, hey, we're talking AI. We're talking automation nation. We're talking UBI. We're talking beyond track, trace, database into transhumanism. But at the end of the day, it's a post-human world in a virtual one. And this is literally in their documentation. When Alex talks about it, some people, they really can't wrap their heads around it. They think it's a show. They don't think he actually believes it. And again, if you catch the broadcast, it's actually rebroadcasting right now over at band.video. You know, I'm wearing one of my 9/11 shirts. And actually, it was the 9/11 and the Neocon Agenda Conference t-shirt that Alex Jones helped put together. Again, a pioneer. Love him, hate him, like some of his stuff, hate some of his stuff, etc., etc. It doesn't matter. He's a pioneer. All right, obviously, I've had my differences with Alex Jones, and I still have differing opinions on a lot of different things. We're not in total lockstep, and that's a good thing. We need dissent. We need discussion. All right? So I hear him start talking about this post-human world, and one of the clips that we feature, again, because when I was watching him all the way back in the day, when I first caught Road to Tyranny, and he's given this intro, and I don't want to believe this, what then was like a little bit chubby, young redneck, not too chubby, you know what I mean? With a voice that was just grating at the time, telling me that the elites, what I now call the predator class because there's nothing elite about them, want the life extension technology for themselves. And then fast forward to today, and aside from playing Bushnell, talking about how this ends with us merging with the machines, uploading our consciousness, and at best human contaminated machines. Oh, we play that. I also play you Chris Hansen of To Catch a Predator, the Have a Seat guy. And by the way, can we get 50 thumbs up? Thank you guys so much for supporting the broadcast. Talking about Peter Nygaard and him literally getting underage girls pregnant, making them have abortions, and then taking that fetal tissue and injecting it in himself in a quest for a longer life extension technology. My goodness. My goodness. Like, it sounds like something out of a science fiction film. It doesn't feel real. A lot of this stuff doesn't feel real, but I assure you, everything I brought up today, I documented it. I brought the receipts. I mean, when you look behind me right now, okay, and you see the beauty of the nature of the planet that surrounds us. Look at this, gorgeous. I live in a nice little neighborhood. I got a nice little spot. The birds are chirping. The trees are green. You know, there's some real clouds today in the sky. It's kind of blown out, but I assure you it's a very blue one. See that? Look at that blue sky, guys. Blue sky, gorgeous. But there are people that collude with one another, and that's why I started talking about the Bilderberg Group in particular today and the post-truth world, okay, that believe that they can not only engineer all of humanity, but everything in nature itself, improve upon it, dominate it, empower themselves with all the resources of this gorgeous and beautiful planet that they are devastating, again, on levels that most of us cannot imagine, through geoengineering, bioengineering, unjust warfare, you name it, eugenics. Well, they do that and try to fool the populace into faux uploading their consciousness to their digital slave grid. It's disturbing. And again, I never wanted to believe it. But guess what? Alex Jones was right. He was right about that. It was something that, as I went along on my journey and I realized that globalism was real and that there was a plan for a quote-unquote new world order, something that I had dismissed and thought was nothing more than fiction and didn't understand at the time, to, making a film about it, once again, empowered by Alex Jones and Infowars.com. He produced Loose Change Final Cut. He produced Fabled Enemies. Okay? He produced Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined. Many times today I referenced that film because we went all the way back to the Hudson Institute. We played you a clip of Herman Kahn, okay? One of the gentlemen who was a mentor and inspiration for the World Economic Forum via Klaus Schwab and the gang, right? Johnny Vedmore did that incredible article about Galbraith, Herman Kahn, and of course Kissinger's roots with Harvard in Klaus Schwab, and them being the vocalized, mobilized, in-your-face agenda for this New World Order, which has now been rephrased as a Great Reset. Nothing great about it. Nothing great about it. And he talks about the peasant class. And he talks about mass druggings. And he talks about a dystopia that in many ways we have seen come into fruition. Okay? And once again, in about 40 minutes, maybe some commercials along the way, I broke that down with a ton of clips. And I got that opportunity. And that's why they really want to demonize. Look, Alex isn't perfect. Nobody is. But he gets it right more than most. The mainstream will never admit when they are wrong. Ever, especially when it's pro-war propaganda, when it's pro-authoritarianism. It just doesn't happen. And it's a huge issue. So guys, here's the deal. Thumbs this video up, subscribe, share, and I need you to follow me, okay, on the other platforms. YouTube, as you guys know, as you must know by now, has kicked me off again and again and again and again. And I might take out a 10-minute clip or so, maybe 10 minutes or so, of my appearance on Infowars.com today and put it up there. But if you want to see the whole shebango, come by my Rumble, my Rockfin, or the Podbean in about a half an hour, probably about an hour, and you'll be able to get it. But you want to go there anyway, because that's how you support me. You get on other platforms that are not censoring me. You can subscribe to Rockfin for $9.99 a month or $99.99 for the year. You get more than just Jason Bermas. You do it on a desktop. You get people like Michael Tracy, Jimmy Dore, finally talking signature reduction. We briefly brought that up today. Finally talking signature reduction. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And of course, the links are down below to buy me a coffee. That's how we're financially supporting the broadcast, and we are trying to expand. So, once again, guys, check the alternative platforms. This is not about left or right. It is always about right and wrong, and love them, hate them, somewhere in between. Alex Jones, compared to the rest of the mainstream media, in my opinion, combined, was way more right on a multitude of issues, some of which are the most important of our time. I love you guys, and I will see you on the flip side.